Well, hey there, Luskos. Welcome back to the podcast. My name's Levi.
I'm Jennie.
And we're so glad that you're here. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening.
We're so glad. And I just want to say how thankful we are for you, Luskos. We run into you here and there. And I love getting to see your face, give you a hug. And so, yeah, we're grateful for you.
Yes, thank you so much to those of you who support, pray, listen, share, let other people know about these episodes. We have a website, levilusko.com, where we do have people who give and partner with us in a way that helps do great work around the world. If you get on our email list there at levilusko.com, you can get all the information and be a part of everything that God's doing through these ministries here and what's happening. And it's a joy to be a part with you of that.
Yes.
We also are excited about our guests. We got Phil and Mallory Wickham today on the podcast.
My gosh.
Phil is no stranger to the pod. He's been on multiple times, but this is the first time we've had his lovely bride, Mallory.
She is a gem. She is wonderful. She says things how it is. And this is actually the first time that she's ever been on a podcast.
Yeah, we talk about
ever.
that. Not
so
just
we go into this a little bit.
Saying that facetiously, but she's actually done it. This is literally the first time, which I think John Mark Comer's wife, Tammy, it was also her first time.
I think so, yeah.
I love that.
I know.
Well, Mallory needs to be on more podcasts because she has a lot to say in her spirit. We talk in the conversation about Phil's new record, Song of the Saints, which is out now and beautiful. Do you have a favorite song off the record?
Oh, my gosh. Well, I think right now it is Song of the Saints. I feel like that has been an anthem in my own heart and in our church, and I love.
Can you guess mine?
One.
I'm dancing to my favorite song. Can you tell what it is?
So good.
How'd you guess that? Oh my goodness. I know we're not allowed to sing, even though I personally don't think my singing qualifies as singing for copyright infringement. But I will say the lyrics to that song are so fantastic because, we all grew up,
good.
God is good all the time, God is good. So to have that be just an anthem and I just like so good, Like so
Not
good.
Just
but like,
good.
No, so good.
Yep.
Like at the prayer of Jabez, 5 exclamation marks.
For indeed.
For indeed. Bless me indeed. Bless me so good, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I pray that upon each of you. This conversation is fantastic, but we have to acknowledge a big moment in the life of our ministry, and that is...
Huge moment. The release of Don't Worry, Warrior.
Out now.
For preteens, for like 8 to 12-ish.
Yeah, we're saying 8 to 12. Really, it's my first book for an older child.
Yeah.
So not a teenager quite, not a little kid, something I was doing. Although Lennox is 8 and he's been loving it.
And Clover is 13 and
helped me out a lot with it.
She helped and she loves it. So what I love is that it's a story, like it's a story form, but it gives you, it's fiction. It gives you lessons. And it's so helpful. Some of the things that have helped you in your life, Clover even in her life, you make this, it's easy to understand and to receive into your soul. So I'm
1
so
out
grateful
of
for this.
3 adolescents in America struggle with anxiety. And I have dealt with that in my life. Clover has dealt with that. Lots of kids have and do. And there are tools from God's word that can help you navigate anxiety. And that's the heartbeat of the book, to take scripture and to equip young adolescents to know, hey, in this fear I feel, I don't have to choose to live in it. I can take back my life. And that's kind of the heartbeat here. And we use a Patrick Lencioni kind of parable format through these 2 characters, Luca and Coral, as they deal with real world situations that make them feel anxious. Yeah. But then I'm able to step in and teach what they're dealing with and how important it is to fight back against the anxiety you experience. Yeah. And Don't Worry, Warrior is the title. So it's out now. If you have preteens in your life, kids, grandkids, holidays are coming up.
That's true.
Could be a good gift.
Great gift.
Shoot, put that in a stocking. It would have to be a big stocking.
Very big. Actually, I feel like they're making stockings bigger these days.
Yeah, because parents are wilding out.
Okay, so when I was growing up,
it was an orange in the toe. Did you get an orange in the toe?
No,
no.
I never knew what that was until I married you.
It's a big thing. Orange is always in the toe of the stockings, and then I like chocolate coins and like maybe like a matchstick car. Like little stuff. Now parents be putting iPads in these stockings.
$100 bills.
Bro.
I don't want our kids to know that because...
No, we're not going to do it.
Okay, so when I was a kid...
We got to get nothing that can't be bought at Walgreens.
My mom made our
Walgreens?
stockings, and they were probably like this thin, If you're listening, it was probably like 4 inches wide, and it was just a cute little tiny stocking that she like sewed our initials on it. Like it was just so sweet, but we probably got like a few sticks of gum.
In
some
your
suckers.
mom's defense, you were one of 8 kids.
But growing up, I was one of 5 mostly. But then they started having more as I got older.
Like rabbits do. Yes.
But I'm just saying, it's kind of like how you say fast food restaurants back in the day, like the biggest size of soda you could get was 5 ounces. And now it's like 32 ounces plus free refills. But it's kind of like the same with stockings, I feel like. It's like they used to be small.
I always drink a bunch at the fountain before I fill it up. Like I'm already downing some right then. Then it's like a refill. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So anyways.
The moral of the story is
this probably will fit in your stocking.
That'd be a good stocking
for your
summer.
kids.
Don't
if you have a big stocking.
worry, warrior. If you want to sample, if you're worried like, hey, what if I hate it? If you go to levilusko.com,
don't be a worry warrior.
I'm just telling you. Go to levilusko.com, click under the books. You can download the first 2 chapters for free. And then if you like it, get it.
Yeah.
And if you don't, delete that thing. And don't complain because it was free.
But you will be better for reading those 2 chapters.
I think so. And I had a lot of fun writing fiction because it was a new gear for me to be in. And I loved it. So, okay. Well, without any further ado, please enjoy this conversation with our friends, Phil and Mallory Wickham. So Phil and Mallory, it has been a hot minute, Phil, since you were on. You were on episode 57.
Whoa, what episode are you on?
I mean, I think right now we're in the upper 200s,
Wow.
So it's been a minute.
It's an honor to be back.
But not only that, Mallory, first time on this pod or any podcast.
Yes.
The inaugural.
Welcome.
That's a big deal for us.
I know.
It's a big deal for me.
Yeah, it is.
Special.
You guys, it is a big deal. And I'm so honored to be sitting with her right now.
To be honest,
you guys.
half of our podcast with Phil was him talking about you
Aw.
legitimately.
True.
And probably the other half was going, well, next time Mallory, when she comes on. So, I mean, you guys are a package deal, obviously.
Well, it means that you are very highly loved and trusted. And we must be the highest caliber of people for her to be sitting here on your podcast with
Yes.
Do you listen to podcasts at all?
Not really. I actually just started because I had a couple flights. I was flying Penelope out to Utah.
you. Our firstborn daughter.
And there wasn't Wi-Fi or anything because it's like a short flight. So I listened to my first 2 podcasts on that flight.
That's amazing.
Ever?
I think
That's
so.
awesome.
It's a
I
fun
love
medium.
that so
So-
much.
It was really entertaining,
Yeah.
actually. I'm like, I could get really into this.
There's a few I love. Mallory is not shy. I would never describe her as shy, but I would describe her as intensely private and fiercely protective of our real. I don't say real life because what I do in a public eye is real for sure,
yeah.
authentic. But our community life, our church life, our day-to-day stuff, she's very, very protective of that.
Which is
As you should be, as
And,
Jesus was.
Yeah.
Jesus did not commit himself to all men. He knew what was in men. And he had 3 that were closer, 12 that were closer, 70 that were closer. I think if you're not in concentric rings, prayerfully choosing who you disclose yourself to, you're not paying attention, you know?
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, it's great to be here with you guys. Right when every time I feel like we land in Kalispell, and we always come in the summer, so we think it's always 75 degrees here, right?
You came in March your first time,
Oh, you're right.
which is basically winter.
I did come here. I came here a long time ago. I think before you were even here, to go up to there's like a retreat up in the mountains, and it
Yeah.
was very, very cold.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's. I mean, if you can find ways to have fun, the whole year can be a playground. I mean, skiing, snowmobiling, snowshoeing. The more things
Do
you
you guys
do.
ski? Do you guys do the snow thing?
So I snowboard. Jennie snowboards occasionally.
Are you good?
Do you like it?
Can you catch air?
Oh, I don't even
Some
know.
sick vert.
I'm just
Uh-huh.
usually on my heel edge, like traipsing down.
That's good though.
But no, Levi's really good. Like, so he grew up skiing. He was 2 when he started skiing, and then
Really?
10 when you started snowboarding.
But I grew up in Colorado, so you have a leg up
Yeah.
already.
So he just that's.
I mean, you
a
guys
way
have
of
to fight
life
the
for
traffic
him.
to Big Bear to get skiing, and that's not easy.
Mm.
No, we've never done it.
Wait, have you ever been skiing?
I've been snowboarding a few times.
Have you ever skied?
I don't think I've ever put on skis. No, not
Yeah.
water or snow.
Water ski.
Water ski. Have you guys ever water skied?
Yes, it's hard.
Why does that make me laugh?
It's just
I mean,
Water
That's
skiing,
so
it feels like very
funny.
loony. It feels very Looney Tunes.
or like goofy. you
yeah,
know?
it feels very like you get ready to get injured.
The thing about water skiing is it is easier to get injured because you go fast.
You have water ski.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got saved at
On
a
a water
summer
ski.
camp on the lake while water
a
skiing.
singular water ski.
Give my life to you, Jesus.
My salvation story involves water skiing. I was slaloming with Jesus. That's the thing about water skiing. You know, they drop the second ski and then only ski with one ski.
No, I did
That's
not
a
know
thing?
that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
it is a
The really
thing.
good water
Wow.
skiers. So the left ski has 2 stirrups, two footholds, and you start with 2 skis, and then at some point you drop a ski.
Like that's a normal thing?
That's like
Or
what
that's
you
like-
you'd
Did you ever
attain
make
to that.
it to that level?
I never slalomed. I would only like
What
water
about just
ski.
foot ski? What is that called? Barefoot?
Barefoot ski.
It's a foot ski.
That's the thing. But here's the thing. Then when you're
Toe
done,
ski.
the boat has to go find the other ski, which is just
That's
out in the lake
weird.
somewhere.
Oh yeah.
That's weird.
You need like a ski finder
I've
on
never heard of that. That
But-
can't be
but-
real.
call.
Could someone please Google slalom water skiing for me?
Slalom. That name is just
Slalom
even.
water skiing. I'm telling you, SLALOM. But here's the thing.
Slalom.
The other thing that's weird about it is you have to go fast, like 20 to 30 miles an hour, where you surf at like 7 to 10.
I think you put shalom water skiing. I think it's a different thing.
Okay, now hit that one.
Slalom. Slalom.
Shabbat shalom skiing.
But these guys rooster tail, so like it's the way the water kicks up behind them. Go to images.
Yeah.
Go to images. I'm telling
Okay.
you, it's a real thing. Yeah, they've dropped the second ski and they
Wait,
put their
that
foot
looks like-
into
is
that
That is
one.
like an extra wide ski.
That's not a normal ski, is it?
Water skis are
That
wide.
looks like a tiny
they are.
surfboard.
Well, look at that guy. He's nearly horizontal to the water.
Yeah, that's awesome. Look at him. Is that you?
No. But you have, like, when they get really good,
What if this whole thing, you direct this whole thing so that we would Google it so that we would find your awesome
you're like, is that
picture?
you?
Just
What
wanted
if
to
it was?
It was all for to see your picture.
Okay, I've never slalomed. We've established that.
One-handed.
I've never
This
done
is
that.
so
But you're going
funny.
so fast, people get really hurt because when you fall at 30 miles an hour, the water's like concrete. So you hear about hip dislocations, you know,
It's not
all that
worth it.
stuff. You
It's
know?
not worth
No.
it. So like Levi, it's a thing. So for him having grown up, like he was a kid in the ski lodge and snowboarding and everything, like he goes into a ski lodge and is like, this is my childhood.
Ratatouille.
Home.
For me, I go into ski lodge because I didn't start. He actually taught me how to snowboard when
While we were dating.
When we were 20.
That's how I got her,
It was
Phil.
before.
Yeah.
It was before we were dating.
Ooh, controversial.
Yeah. Wow.
But but for
Pre-marital
me,
snowboarding.
going into a ski lodge is like it smells
like
I don't
sweat and
understand
chilly.
it. I don't understand. Like I also am not like a risky person, so I don't like want the adrenaline of
Yeah.
all the things.
What
So-
would be that for you guys? Did you have something that growing up, like going to the beach would be that way, obviously?
That we both did?
That just the other people are like, this is crazy, but to you, it's like swimming.
I mean, is going to the beach crazy for anybody?
I think some people don't like the sand
Well,
or fear of sharks.
And I think
Oh,
some
yeah, I
people
don't really
just
think
don't
of
know the
that.
beach.
Yeah, I think it's different, but yeah, beach for us is kind of like when we've had friends in town, it's like, oh, we're gonna go to the beach, and they're loading up, like they got the umbrellas and the coolers, and like they're like getting ready for camping, and we're like, and for us, going to the beach is like going to the playground with the
you just need a
kids.
towel.
Yeah.
Like
That's all.
literally just a towel and maybe like a LaCroix, and we go
Maybe.
for an
Maybe.
hour
For y'all to
or
share.
two, and then we're done. You know,
Or they're there for the week.
they're
Yeah.
there for the week, or at least the whole day. You know, and they set up the grill. Is what we found when friends come to town.
Wow, that's interesting.
Expectations differ.
I think they just think like, maybe they're used to driving 2 or 3 hours, and so it's like this is a full day thing. For us, it's like, oh, lunch is at 12. It's 10 right now.
That's enough beach.
Let's go to the
Yeah.
beach really quick.
Yeah.
which
How
is
about
so nice. To,
Sharks, have you seen them?
I don't know if
No.
I've seen tiny ones.
Yeah.
There's certain
At
time
our beach?
in La Jolla, I remember, which is next to us in San Diego. I was like snorkeling, and there's thousands of like sharks, probably 2 to 3 feet. I don't know, but they're all in the sand. And I guess there's a certain time of year they breed, and it's kind of scary because you don't want to put your feet down, but then you're huge. You're much bigger than these sharks, so they're not scary. Like
they,
they're
like,
not going to eat you.
Nipping at you?
No,
No.
they're
just
afraid
there?
of you.
Okay.
But so I've seen small sharks like that.
I think occasionally there will be a legit like shark, but they close the
It does
ocean
feel
down.
like there's been more
Yeah.
stories recently. Maybe there's just more people with cameras,
Or
Oh, yeah.
touche.
but like it does feel like there's
Honestly.
been a few more attacks. than
And
usual.
less, they say like fishing, they get
Yeah, huge
overfished and it drives them more in, right? You hear that kind of stuff.
Probably. That
Yeah.
sounds like what a shark might do.
Mallory, the other thing we like about this format is like, unlike, short format where you have to be real punchy, like this can be raw, but I also really like people who know you in a larger setting or even know your impact without knowing you, because everything Phil does, you're a part of. Everything God's doing through the music and the platform and all that, like you're standing in the shadows, but a part of it is the chance for people to get in a more like let your hair down kind of context, the feeling like, you're normal. You're like normal people, you're not larger than life. You have the same struggles, same, all the things,
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's amazing. Okay, now how many years married?
I think 17 this year, are we? Right?
Yeah.
17 in November 2nd.
Oh.
We are flirting with 20 years.
Yeah, I know 20 years is a big one. I'm excited to hit 20. I think we're going to do something awesome.
Yeah.
Like we've never been to Italy or do some European trip. But 17 years is awesome. And then 3.5 years before that dating. So we have had 20 years under our belt. And then I have memories of Mallory when she was like in 6th grade. You were in my brother was the junior high pastor at the school I went to, like the church school I went to. And so she was in my brother's youth group. So I remember her being around.
I was 11 the first time we met.
Yeah.
Which I can like
I would have been
weirdly,
14.
Clearly
Who had the
remember.
crush first?
We didn't like,
Well, she was always like Joel plays drums with me still. So I interrupted you. But I was always friends with Joel because we'd like play music together growing up.
Who's her brother?
Who's her older brother and a year younger. He's a year younger than me. And so Mallory was just always Joel's younger sister in those earlier years. And then after she graduated, you started going to like the community I was a part of. And there's a much longer story.
I know. We were at dinner and you guys shared your story with us, and it's just the best.
Last time.
I know.
Highs and lows. I had to grow up. I still feel like I'm growing up sometimes, but for sure during that time of what it means to hear the voice of the Lord and what it means to commit and all that stuff. I was afraid of commitment. Mallory, we've joked. I wasn't horrible, but we've joked saying like I was like just a lame boyfriend and a good husband. And she's like, you were a bad boyfriend. Not in the sense that I like did weird things, just the fact that I was just always wishy-washy, like, but what does the Lord want? And like, I think I had like a little bit like a mind, I had a little bit of weird expectations because I would go to like these, do you guys have purity conferences?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And like we'd have people come in and be like, I walked in the door and I looked over, I saw a woman, God said I was supposed to marry her. I got married 2 weeks later. And because the Lord told me, and which has happened. But I'm just like, okay, like the Lord just tells you, I remember just having this kind of a skewed idea of what marriage and love it. And it's really like, oh, you just got to commit to the one that's obviously blessing your life and bringing you closer to Jesus and that you love, you never want to live without. I actually asked a pastor friend of mine, Jeff, sorry, I feel like I'm talking a lot because I had coffee.
I love it. Please,
but
all the time.
Jeff, who's now, who was the pastor over our wedding, who's now passed away. I was once again having the conversation. He's like, how's it going with Mallory? I'm like, well, I love her. She's awesome. He's like, well, when are you going to ask her to marry you? I'm like, I don't know. Like, when do you fully do that? And he's like, okay, Phil, it's not that complicated. And he just was like, do you ever want to, like, what does it feel like to not know what she did today? I was like, oh, that's guts me, like to not like have been a part of her day, like. And then she's like, well, do you like hanging out with her? It's like, yeah, she's my best friend. There's no one else I'd rather be with. And and then she's like, well, what about with Jesus? Like, do you think she's faithful to the Lord? I'm like, yeah, very much so. Does she make you want to love Jesus more? Yeah. Do you trust her as a mom to your future kids? I'm like, oh my goodness, yes. And he's like, do you ever want to live without her? I was like, no. He's like, kind of just looked at me. And I'm like, oh.
Like waiting for you to
and it just like, that was when like the Holy Spirit used him to show me just how I just had to grow up and realize, oh, this is what marriage is. It's marrying the person that brings you closer to Jesus, that you love and you're attracted to and your best friend. This is awesome. Like from that moment on, I had no more hesitation. I just had to like break myself of
But that's
some weird...
so good. And that's something that's so good to bring up, because I think sometimes our, what we think is maybe what has been done or we've just heard stories of, and it's like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's usually, and with the Lord, it's usually just more subtle than that and just more like natural.
Yes.
It's supernatural, but natural, and just more like, oh, this is this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just like,
love
this
that you
is what
had
the
that
Lord is
person in your
doing in my
life
life.
to like help you
Yeah,
connect the dots.
me too. I'm thankful for that.
Mallory, we were talking beforehand about how God's favor on what you guys are doing is just so beautiful to watch.
Mm.
As one aspect of that, this latest Summer Worship Nights tour, 30,000 people in Pennsylvania, 20 something thousand in Los Angeles. Just night after night, people around the country. And I think it's one piece of youth revival and worship revival that's happening everywhere. But your perspective on that from kind of more like supporting, and you're not out there on the road every moment. You're out some, home front, kids, all that. Like, what's that like being a part of what's happening, but also in more of that supporting role?
For summer worship nights specifically, I feel like, so this run or this last summer, I only got to see 2 of the shows. And I think every summer it's growing so much, but it's really surreal, you know? And the songs and everything, I hear them at home. He'll always show me song ideas. And we joke that like, I am not a musician. I'm not an artist. So he'll show me something and I can't like hear or see it. So I'm like, it's okay. Or like, I don't really like that. And then I'll hear it as soon as I hear it in a room, I can hear it and get it.
Yeah.
Get the vision for it. But I think like my life is so at home with the kids, and I've felt very called to being like the stability for them, that sometimes I can lose sight of what else is happening. And so it's really surreal because it's like these songs he shows me in the privacy of our home that I don't listen to music much, you know? It's just like I hear these little sneak peeks of things, and then to see it on that scale is like, whoa, this is great. Like, why are all these people here? And how'd they hear about this?
So I
And
feel too.
it's just really surreal.
Yeah.
It's really humbling.
Yeah.
Like, that's the word I think I would use for it.
Wow.
You posted
So
a
beautiful.
picture of, I think Penelope hadn't seen you in a couple weeks, and you posted this picture of them seeing each other like in a bunk on the bus. I think it got all of our hearts because it's like that.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh man, it must be so glamorous. But like, that's a reality too, of like a daddy missing his little girl, and she's, a part of the fruit of it all and getting to see it. And it's so sweet, but also like there's hardship to that, to coming and going.
There's been a lot of beautiful things, and the work of the Lord is undeniable in his grace and in the way he's allowed these songs and for us and me to be a part of people's lives in ways I never even knew to ask for. So thankful. But there's been, I think in all of it, the person that has had to sacrifice the most is Mallory, you know, like the most of like, okay, I'm going to be home. I'm going to be pouring in. I'm going to be supportive even when it's tough. I'm going to believe that this is the calling on our lives, even though I'm home with kids who are sick and throwing up and everything's going wrong, and there's a mice infestation in the garage.
Everything goes
Honestly,
wrong.
Okay.
It's unreal.
Let's talk about that.
This last summer worship nights, I mean, literally mice infestation happened. Our family crazy got whooping cough, including me.
You had to isolate from
I had
everybody.
to isolate from the whole tour, and get on antibiotics and all that, and
just to get through it.
yeah, it was tough. Thankfully, like I feel like it was a miraculous thing. I would be coughing all day. I feel so bad, and then right as I took the stage, I'm like, Lord, like you have to do it, and I would feel it would be like the best nights, and I felt so free and full. And it was just that's a miracle in itself. And I'd get off stage and I'd almost cough to the point of throwing up. It was just a wild week.
Gosh.
But that's just me. But back at home, I mean, and then what else is happening?
I don't know. There was so
It's almost
much.
some stuff you
I
know.
blocked it out.
Dance camp.
You're like, I don't want to talk about it.
But
I think you originally asked, like, how do I support him?
Yeah.
And I think I try. I don't always succeed.
I feel more supported than ever.
But it's like I just anticipate that is what it is now. Like when he's gone, I'll get like slight anxiety before leading up. I'll get like snappy because I know what's coming and it's just difficulty. It's not even just that he's not there. It's that everything goes wrong.
I mean, we're not the kind of people that just blame the devil for everything, but it feels so
like
obviously attacked.
Absolutely.
12 nights, 200,000 people together to worship, and the kind of freedom, the kind of transformation, the kind of spirits as well. People come into know Christ and getting healed and all free, and not think the enemy's going to take that line down.
Totally.
So my biggest thing is like, I know that, and I don't want him to feel the weight of that. Or I want him to feel it as little as possible. Sometimes I have my moments. I'm like, you have to know what's going on. This is insane. Or I'm dying.
Yes.
But for the most part, I just like kind of try to hunker down and handle it. And
that's what I mean about if there's one person sacrificing the most. I mean, I know I'm leaving my family, but I'm also doing something that's like that I'm seeing an immediate fruit from it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I get to, it's like, whoa, like there's people getting saved and like, oh, okay, I'm out. Yeah, I am sacrificing time with family. I'm away. This is hard. I miss them. I wish I was there for that recital and all that. But there is at least some sense of like, oh, I see firsthand like the result, like a good heaven kingdom work result.
Yeah.
Which I get that. But Mallory is the other 50% of this calling and just has to be at home and believe that, you know?
Right.
which that's why it's really awesome to go out and see. I had a moment where I asked like no one to be let into this area I was sitting because I just wanted to like take in the night and see it. And I had a moment of like watching all these people worship and really like asking myself, is this really worth it? Like the sacrifice that I feel like honestly my kids took this time. Like you've seen Mabel.
Yeah.
Just so sick.
She got hit the hardest. She's saying like she got hit the hardest by whooping.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got really sick. And yeah, I just had to like sit and look and like, I don't like, this was a lot for us, but it's so powerful and special and such an honor that I was like, yeah, but it's good to have reasons to sit and reflect and see like what the Lord is doing in and through his songs and ministry. So
yeah, it's hard to I don't even know where I'm getting to with this, but it's hard to describe the talks and the conversations and the push and pull because it's so easy to see a full arena and it's so easy to see the good stuff. It's like the visible public stuff it's right there. Mm-hmm. And so to say like there's a struggle or there's a sacrifice, maybe some people are even out there like, okay, you know, but like it's, I don't even know where to start to kind of and I don't even know if there should be let in, but just to let in all like the prayers and the emotions and like all the conversations over the years. But I think a lot of it, I do think I've grown hopefully in the last 17 years of marriage and making it, you know, like what marriage and being a dad does, hopefully to any man is just teach you that life's not about you and to be as thoughtful as possible and prayerful as possible. But to see just Mallory go through it, like walk through stuff with such grace is like always it makes me just love her, fall in love with her more. So awesome.
It's so beautiful to see. And it is such a, like some of the things that you guys were talking about, even at dinner last night, it's like, that's such like the reality of ministry, whatever God calls
it's
you to.
It's the poopy diapers. It's the reality.
You know,
struggle at home.
It's the everyday. And it's a weight that is, that essentially is what you are carrying by yourself a lot of the time at home. And
he couldn't do what he does without that strength there and your partnership. It's the Aquila and Priscilla, you know, it's that sense of dynamic, like it's all fruit to your account, you know that, but I'm grateful. And I know on behalf of everybody who gets to be a part of on the receiving end of the gift on your life coming out and your sacrifice, like, thank you. Thanks for pushing through all that and the hard
sweet.
and
it's true. It's so true.
The other side of it is for Phil, because I think it's funny. People see you up on stage in lights dancing and singing. They're like, oh, it must be so hard for that guy not to be proud. Must be struggling with this big head. And you're like, I'm just trying not to cough. Like
Yeah, totally.
The image in their head versus reality.
Oh
of what it takes
so
to get up and do what you're doing.
True.
Yeah.
You're humiliated half the time more than you're prideful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I guess there was a time in my life where I thought I was hot stuff, and that was probably like high school when I started playing guitar, junior high. Like when I first started getting attention from some girls because I was like on stage playing guitar and singing a little bit. I started thinking like, whoa,
So good.
I am really cool. That faded really fast,
Life will beat that out of you.
Yeah, it's just, and it's interesting. Like, and I'm not even talking about this last tour, but even earlier on, like when you, like being asked to be at Fresh Life Church when you guys were opening up the church and movement conferences, like I'm not going up there thinking like, yeah, you should have asked me because I'm great. I'm going up there like, what in the world? Like, this is awesome. Like, it's just like so obvious to me. Not that I'm not prideful about stuff. I'm sure I've got tons of pride to deal with, or ego, like we all do. But like when it comes to me, like I'm literally up on stage singing like, Jesus Christ, my living hope.
Yeah.
I'm a sinner in need of a savior. And I really believe all that stuff. It's not like I just drink the Kool-Aid and I figured out a niche where I can have a job. It's not that at all. It's like I believe all this stuff with my whole heart. And so to preach that to my own soul, like every night on tour, it's just, it's like ridiculous to be like, wow, like I'm great. Because it's like so obviously people responding to the truth of what we're singing and the emotion of the music around it. And I'm just feel so, I love music and I love writing, I love creating, and I love being on stage with the band and creating something really powerful. And music's like there's something in me that loves that, like, and then to do that, and then to do all that, to ultimately like create this like, charcuterie board of truth like we had earlier. I couldn't think of something else to say. But like, like, you know what I mean? Like just to create this thing where like, hopefully it's like packaged in a way that's specific to this moment, specific to us, but that we've done as excellently as possible. It's like, now like, here you go. Like creating that whole moment, it's like so special to me. But I know that like what I'm feeding is not like, nothing of this came from me. And it's all of Jesus and people encountering his Holy Spirit. And that's why people are connected with the song. So it's like, I guess pride. It's more. I think pride isn't something.
And I was
really
just like the day-to-day struggle. Like you're more in the head of like, the mice at home. How am I going to get rid of that?
Right.
And I'm my whooping cough and Mal, and it's like all those things are kind of oftentimes the thing we have to fight through to do our job. I mean, that's true for everybody, a police officer, a teacher, there's this the day-to-day struggle. And it just goes to show everybody's a human. Everyone's struggling. Right. It's hard for us all. We're all, just doing our best we can.
Yeah, I would say half the time I'm like, Mallory, I don't know if I have a voice tonight. It's like always this situation. But the Lord always seems to give me what I need.
But it's so sweet to see you guys in it together. Because, I mean, even some people might think, oh, they're like, Phil is off going doing stuff and Mallory's at home, but you're in it together. And just recently, someone in my life who just speaks life over me and truth over me just reminded me the beauty of what happens in marriage, where like, as a wife, it's like the iron sharpening iron thing where it's like your husband is who he is in part because of how God has allowed you to be in his life and vice versa. Like, and so the fact that both of you, God has allowed Phil to be who he is in part because of who you are in his life.
That's
and
really sweet.
In part because of Phil, who you are in her life. And the beauty of that in marriage, and when we let Christ be the center, and when we do sacrifice, and when we do lay our lives down, when we do see that we get to serve God in our relating with each other, the beauty, like there are times where I'll see Levi on stage preaching a sermon. I'm like, and I'm not like prideful, like, oh, I did that, but
you did.
I'm a part of that. Like, and how God's been refining me has been part of his refining. And I just love that. And I see that in you guys so beautifully and with your kids. And it's just really cool to see.
Super encouraging, actually.
It's really cool.
I do want to ask, new record, Song of the Saints. as that is out, we've been loving listening. We've loved the songs in our church, in our home, in our hearts. Do you have a favorite song, Mallory, off the new record?
You probably couldn't even name them all.
I heard the whole record.
Yeah, well,
he stopped playing them to you because you were discouraging him. He would send you a Dropbox link,
but you have to
just were
pretend.
like,
At this point, the record's been out so hopefully you've heard it at some point.
I mean, Our God is an Awesome
this
God,
point,
Song
when
of the
people
Saints,
hear- if
so
people ever hear
good.
Oh,
All right, so good.
You just threw me. It hasn't.
It's not out yet.
As people are listening to
I'm
this,
like,
it would
when,
be.
if this,
How long have I been stuck at home?
No. Sorry, we're recording this ahead of time. I'm saying,
Okay.
as the record's out for those listening,
all right, guys.
do you have a favorite on the record?
Give me a quick.
Okay, so good. You like?
So good.
What an Awesome God's on there.
Yeah.
Running to a Runaway's on there.
Love that one.
Abel.
What's the one Billy Graham's on?
What If I Told You?
Bro, that song
the rap one
is amazing.
Oh,
It is so good. It's so good.
what do you have to say about that?
I don't have anything
Tell
to
them
say.
what you have to say about that.
You don't like the rap
What are
part?
the others? No, I like it. It just makes me
What have I told you
smile.
that you
Like,
gonna be say? What have I told you that you gonna be say?
It's
it's
amazing.
mostly funny that he thinks he's rapping because he's just like,
No, you are. I
talking-
literally
Oh,
had
I
to
am.
check to see if there was a feature. I thought there was someone
that
else
is
rapping.
a lie.
I promise you.
Stop.
I promise you. I went, is there a feature? And then
See?
I was like,
It's
yeah.
real, Mallory.
You got me.
Real.
You
It's
got me.
real.
But then I went to Billy Graham. And I was like, wait, is that Phil's voice? Is he Billy Graham? No.
Yeah.
That part's awesome.
When he comes in at the end, I'm so
Oh.
thankful they said we could use his
Did
voice.
you had to get the estate
Yeah, we had to
to
call the people at
Powers that
Asheville.
be.
Yeah.
Wait, what else is there? I am curious.
Flowers is on there,
It's
which
phenomenal.
a really special one to me.
That's good.
Um,
Okay, last time you were on the podcast, you talked about having a Sprinter van with no seats in it. You could load it with bicycles, and you as a family would go to the beach and ride bikes and all the things. Is that still happening?
we still have a Sprinter van.
Yeah, we love our Sprinter van
Is
very
there
much.
recreational updates for
Actually,
Wickham
there's
family?
the craziest thing that happened with our Sprinter van.
Oh, the last one?
We sold it, and some family was like,
Okay, so we have a new Sprinter van.
Okay.
Because our last Sprinter van was at
broken.
Mercedes for 3 months. They couldn't figure out how to fix it. And so they didn't charge us for like work putting 1,000 man hours
This
into
actually
it.
isn't that interesting a
No.
story.
That's a good story.
Hey,
No.
we're here for
But
it.
But no, this is-
so we had to like sell it to like cars.com because no one would take it. And so we did not make money on that car. But then somehow someone got it working, I guess. And then,
but not really. We found out. She said they were constantly
oh yeah,
stuck at.
it's a lemon, that first one. We got it for really cheap used. But then a family reached out to me on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I guess they went to get something fixed and they're like, Mallory? And
No,
she's like,
they said, Phil, your name was on it.
I thought
And
it was your
remember,
name.
I was so touched because I love this van. I
thought it was
reached
your
out to
name.
her. No, she reached out to you.
oh, no, I think she reached out to me, but it was your name on the thing.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because it said it was getting fixed. And then they said, "Oh, this is for Mallory Wickham. You're getting your band fixed." And she's like, "That's not my name." And then she looked up my wife's name, and it was Mallory Wickham. And she
we
realized
have Phil's car.
they had
Yes.
our old
my
car.
God.
And so they
And-
sent us a picture of our old car. They're like, "It doesn't work very well, but
Uh,
Well, that's not happening. I reached out because I was feeling so sentimental about it. I'm like,
very sentimental
I'm so
person."
happy that like this sweet family that loves Jesus has this car. And she's like, yeah, it's like broken down a
Yeah,
lot.
sorry,
And
we're on
I
the
was
side
like,
of 93.
Yeah.
91,
Could you come pick
yeah.
us up?
She didn't reach out again. Like,
can you
I was
Venmo
like,
me for-
oh.
And they were never heard from
And they
again.
were never seen again.
So, anyways, but
Okay,
we
but-
have a new Sprinter van.
And the new one's working better?
Yes.
Actually,
So wait,
Uh-oh.
what's
Something
wrong?
She
happened.
hasn't told you yet while you were on
Something
they
tour.
put in the wrong gasoline. Oh, he ran it into the garage on accident.
Oh, the truth comes out.
I totally forgot about that huge
He ran it
situation.
into the
Oh,
garage.
my
Well, I ran it into. Okay,
gosh.
so
Tell
okay,
us.
How could it even fit in the garage?
it
This is
didn't
a
go
long-
into the garage. That's why I ran into it.
Got it.
It's too
I was like, that's a long
tall.
car.
Okay, I was in a situation where I'm with Henry. I'm taking him to a thing he does in the afternoon, and I'm usually in a specific car that goes in the garage. And the garage door was open, and there was no car there. And I was on a Bluetooth call
Oh,
with
it'll happen.
Bluetooth.
Sam Ghosh, my day-to-day manager guy. Sam shouldn't have been talking to me. I was in the car, bro. As if it was his fault.
Distracted driving.
And yeah, and I
have
just
to
went.
tell him the update
I
to this.
pulled in,
Yeah.
and the whole forehead.
That's what he
it
calls
got
it,
a
the
dented
top.
forehead,
Oh,
bro.
you
it
went
was
for
like
it.
the whole top was like
You cut the mohawk
half moon.
off.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But then
And then so I tried to drive it like I'm not going to pay for this. I just bought this. It's fine. And then
You
I
talked
saw
yourself
it's
into it?
fine. And I saw her drive into the school parking lot one day with it. Like a couple days later, I was like, wow, that looks like
He was like so embarrassed.
that thing has a
You were like, bless its
problem.
heart. We need to get this fixed.
That thing, have you seen like Goonies?
Yes.
You know the guy from Goonies?
Hey, you guys.
Yeah. It looked like that, but a car.
A car ran into the wall.
Yeah.
So
That's so
then
funny.
we took
That's
it.
such a funny reference.
We took it to get fixed, and it's a diesel.
That's literally what his voice was as she was pointing.
Hey, you guys. Yeah.
It looked like that.
Okay, we took it to get fixed. They fixed it,
And
and,
then
they
to test
filled
it
it up with
regular
regular
gas.
Oh, it's
gasoline.
diesel.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
it
bad.
froze.
And they ruined the engine.
Oh yeah.
The car dealership
This
did.
is the type of stuff
The
I'm talking about. Like I bet
car
he was on
repair,
tour.
body shop.
Where like nothing's
All right.
really wrong, but it's like
Everything.
You
how
guys,
is
we
that?
don't believe in this kind of stuff.
It's death by
we're
1,000
not
paper
cursed in the
cuts.
name of Jesus.
Yeah.
But Mallory
is.
actually means Mal, bad, Lori, luck.
Oh, bad luck.
And I am like the most blessed, unlucky person you will
Yeah.
ever meet. We're like
Like
I know
those small things that
I'm
aren't.
fine. Everything significant
Everything's
in my life
fine.
is great.
Everything's fine.
Everything small is horrendous. It's just like
Not
But mice in
everything.
the house is a problem. That's a problem.
There's lots of little things like
the wrong
mice
gas
poop in
in your
our kids'
car is a
backpacks.
problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to come back to the mice, but I want to say this. Phil, I haven't told you this.
oh no,
You know how you did
it's gonna talk about
the forward for Blessed Are the Spiraling?
yeah.
And then remember the day when we were going back and forth and you sent me the audiobook version of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Lennox and I was winter. Lennox and I were heading out in the woods to go ice fishing to a remote lake. And luckily I have a winch on my Jeep.
Probably-
Otherwise this
probably in
story
these
would have
pants.
ended with me never being seen again. When you sent a version, you're like, how is this? And I remember we were going back and forth and like, should you say best-selling singer-songwriter or whatever,
Yeah.
you know what it was? And I was like, no, just say you're
Yeah.
Phil Wickham.
Phil Wickham.
Everyone knows who
best-selling.
you are. And the publisher wanted all that accolades, right? But it was like, just say you're Phil. And you kept sending like, but you sent like, you're like, Phil Wickham. Like you kept sending. So I was laughing. I was telling them.
It's when you think about saying your name, you start sounding weird.
It's so true.
Sorry, that was a
Okay,
tangent.
so Phil, you sent like 20 versions of your name, and I was like,
Phil
oh,
Wickham.
Lennox, this thing is funny. So I was in the car and I was trying to play it. I was trying to play the MP3 while driving on a snowy road. Shouldn't have done
Oh
this.
no.
Okay. And Lennox and I were laughing so hard, but you were like, Phil Wickham.
Stop. This
Phil Wickham.
Phil
I drove off the road
Oh no.
into a ditch 5 feet deep of snow and
No
buried my
way.
Jeep.
No way.
And
How
it
did you not
took
tell me this yet?
a
I
long
know.
time. I had to pull a winch, tied to a tree, pull out, got stuck again. Like,
Were you freezing?
It was really cold, and we never ice fished that day because I spent the entire afternoon until like dark trying to get out of this back reserve area.
No way.
Anyhow,
Did you have do you have service? Cell
Yeah,
service?
yeah.
Okay.
and we have warm clothes. We got fire making stuff.
This
like
wasn't
we're-
life or death.
No. But it was just so
could have
funny.
gone
it would have been
bad.
for us.
Because
That
I
would've been
meant
me.
I meant to tell you like that happened while listening to your voice memo. So
Oh,
you having driven into the garage with your day-to-day manager, you returned the favor to me. So
Yeah. Okay. Good.
yeah.
Those stuff like
That's
that.
crazy.
Everybody has little things. That's a big
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Everything's little.
But
things.
it's fine. It's like
Paul
not like-
said
We're
the
fine.
other things that come upon me daily. So I think that's the kind of stuff we deal with.
yeah, it's just life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my question about the mice is what proved most effective?
The trash can.
It's actually.
With the ramp?
Wait, what?
Wait, what proved
Did it
most
have a
effective
ramp?
with what?
The trash
Getting rid of
can?
the mice.
Just
Getting rid. We
traps.
just they're all
The trash
so-
can with a ramp leading them
No,
into.
I
All right,
got
so
a
our
TikTok
kids-
thing that has it's a 5-gallon bucket with a ramp. We had so many mice, we couldn't handle it. There's a gangplank, and then on the 5-gallon bucket, it's a little bridge. But you put peanut butter under this thing, so when they walk out, they fall
Does
down.
that work?
It's like they
Like,
walk the plank.
How many
it's
mice?
like pirate mice.
How many mice?
I mean, literally from the videos, you get like 50. We caught we
Wow.
we caught a lot of mice, and then we had 2 squirrels that made their way in.
Chipmunks.
And you had a lot of hamburgers after
No,
that.
listen to this. It was you put water in the bottom. I know if anyone from PETA's listening,
my
Oh, no.
gosh.
that's how they go. But these
It literally is pirate mice.
these 2 chipmunks, a guy and a girl, they died holding each other like Romeo and Juliet.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
That's so.
And we found them and we called
sad.
them Romeo and Julie Nut. That was what we named them. And we buried them and we had a graveyard for them.
That's
and
so sad.
But this-
the mice situation.
So
they works.
it's still a situation. We know that all the traps were full when we left for this trip.
Oh my god.
And
we
so
just
I
had
had
to
to
leave.
call the pest control guys like, hey, like
Which,
they're all
have
full.
you heard from them today?
No, they're supposed to come by today. I haven't heard from them. I've been worshiping with Levi.
You've been serving the Lord Jesus Christ.
I've been worshiping with
Did you
my
guys
friend
experiment
Levi.
with different traps? Like there's a lot of
No,
different
it's
traps.
just like, it was
one that
overnight. So this all
snaps
happened
their neck.
like 2 days ago.
Oh, you guys.
She was like, I think I see mice in the garage. So thankfully, this is all only visible in the garage. And I'm like, I think you're seeing lizards. Like we get a lot of lizards this time of year.
You're
They're
seeing
fine.
lizards. There's a difference.
Like,
Yeah.
they have fur
And then she's like,
tails.
no, it's definitely mice. And then they checked our kids' backpacks. You know, kids, they'll leave like a half a Cliff Bar in their backpack and stuff.
Yes.
We had, I think the last time our kids used those was like a month ago, and there was still like snacks in there. And so they got into all that.
They were like
Like-
making houses in their
Yeah,
backpack.
they had like
and
a
they
whole
will create a
backpack
nest
condominium.
and multiply, and
Yes.
you got to deal with it.
So just this little thing.
So we
It's
just
not-
used
you
a
know,
regular trap. And it
Yeah,
worked.
they
I'm gonna
used a
send you a
regular
link
trap.
to the pirate. Send them to Davy Jones's
Is
locker.
it a special trash can ramp for these?
It's a special ramp and bridge, but you put it on any 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
And we could send you home with a, hey, it's the Luskos 5-gallon bucket, because that's our only podcast merch we have is a 5-gallon bucket.
And a sticker.
We have a sticker too.
Is that true? You have that
Where is
to
the-
buy?
Do we have one on set? It's the only merch
This is a
we thought-
real thing that you have to buy.
We have a Hey, it's the Luskos line of merch, but it just includes a sticker and a 5-gallon bucket, but it's Kelly green. So,
Oh,
Why the bucket?
because we were
That's-
just like, what's the most preposterous podcast
yeah,
merch?
it's really great.
I
Like,
love
yeah.
that.
It was between
also, it's really useful.
it's coming. It was between a mouse pad and a 5-gallon bucket, because like those are the two most arbitrary.
Yeah.
But the 5-gallon bucket comes in
no.
handy if you get a
But we
stomach
have
flu,
one for you.
because when you have a stomach flu, you need that 5-gallon bucket. It's better than using the popcorn bowl.
So much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you don't want like that ramp back up to you,
No.
right?
Oh, no.
And then to eat popcorn out of it, because that was how when I was a kid,
Yeah, that's
you
the
always
thing.
vomited in your popcorn
Just
bowl.
the other day, well, never mind.
Yeah.
The whooping
I
cough
feel
is
you.
caused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have lots of kids. That's the picture. That's the mouse.
So that's the ghetto version.
Look at that
We
mouse.
have a more fat out
Oh.
version.
Mouse has
That's
no
funny.
idea.
That's actually very funny.
Doesn't
It's a
it make
can,
you sad?
So they get on the can and then they can't stay on it and then they fall off.
Mine's more elaborate. It's like the fall. You put the peanut butter up in it. I'll send you a link.
Does it like have a hinge on it?
Yes. So it
That
walks out and then goes
squirrel
down.
story.
Yeah, the squirrel story is
It's sad, but
horrible.
those-
I
Crazy.
cried when I even saw the mice.
Oh.
It just breaks my heart
It's
not half
because
of
they
them.
just wanted a dinner.
Don't use the glue. The glue's rough because they don't die and
Yeah.
they just get stuck, and then they're looking at you like, hey,
Yeah,
why'd you do this to
I
me?
mean-
What's your plan now? You know?
I had to,
Oh.
yeah, we did that a while back. I had to put
Oh,
out.
it's so
I'm not good
It's
at that.
tough.
I'm not good at that stuff.
It's
I'm not
tough.
from Montana, you know.
I can't on the internet say what I had to do to put this mouse out of its misery. My kids were screaming. It was
Well,
very
I like
terrible.
I'm
called
so
someone
curious.
that was more manly. That like hunts. I'm
Hunts.
like, yeah,
You got a mouse in
You
the
I'm like,
glue.
hey,
mouse.
I've got a mouse. It's like it's not coming back, but it's not dead. Like,
It's in
what do
purgatory.
I do? And he's like, and I'm like, well, he's like, what did you do with it? I was like, I threw it away. He's like, alive? I was like, yeah. And then he's like, no, you got to put it out of his misery. I'm like, how? He's like,
Any way you can.
do you have a boot? He's like, do you have a boot?
Oh
And I was like,
my gosh.
yeah.
On a glue trap, you get glue on your foot unless you fold it in half,
What
I
did
suppose.
You do? Did you?
Oh.
Well, you put the glue. This is
You
bad.
You fold it in
You
half.
put the glue trap in the trash bag.
Oh,
Then you step on
it's
it.
so sad.
Like,
Ugh.
honestly, gross.
It's
I don't,
not
this
good.
shouldn't be. You guys, I love animals. We
We
love
all love
animals.
We love animals.
But you don't want them in
We
your
have
house.
2 animals
But you don't want
that we
Okay.
want to have in our
No,
house.
mice, they have germs and
Mallory,
disease.
Yeah.
what's the perfect date night for you two? Kids are taken care of, doing something where you guys have an evening free.
Oh my gosh, I would
Making out all night.
any date night right now. Like, there's no perfect. I think just time away,
Hmm.
quiet.
Yeah.
Just conversation uninterrupted is.
It's a
I
dumb
don't
joke,
care
but-
what we're
Sorry, I
Dinner
shouldn't.
out, dinner in.
out
Okay.
because the kids would be home.
Walk
Yeah.
on the beach or movie.
No movie.
She's
I
not a
hate
movie person.
Going to the movies.
She
Very
hates
good.
watching movies in general.
How about like doing something like mini golf or riding go-karts together?
No, I'm not super fun,
We really, yeah, you are. We
but not
really-
like that. We just went. We just drove go karts.
yeah.
Was I super fun? the
Who won?
staff
Who
was
won?
making fun of me
Affirmation.
behind my back. I found out.
But who won?
This whole staff was making fun of her.
That's not nice. Fire them.
And-
Fire them. Never seen
Well,
again.
okay. These go like top speed 30. They're not fast.
It
fast.
feels fast.
But if you're low to the ground, they're fun. Like you're skidding out, little Mario Karts.
Yeah.
And I don't think she broke 15
Okay.
intentionally.
Yeah, that'll-
So similar.
You guys do the same birthday. We went to a
It
friend's
was-
birthday party in Vegas where they let you drive a Lamborghini or a Ferrari
gosh,
or any of those
that's a
crazy cars you want.
nightmare.
Someone's in the car with you talking through the whole time.
Did
and
you
can
have
go,
to do that?
No, listen.
Jennie?
No, they
I
give
would
you
be
a
like,
they
I'm
give you a
out.
cockpit recording of it afterwards. The other guy in hers was going, okay, Jennie, you can really open it up now. Jennie, anytime now. Okay, getting passed again, Jennie. Jennie, little gas will be fine. Okay,
This would
getting
have been
passed again.
40. I went 40.
She was going like 45, and every other car had to keep passing her, so he had to keep moving her
They were
over.
like 120.
I kept moving over because there's these like 10-year-old boys that I'm like, oh, I'm ruining their fun. And also they're really brave. Like they're freaking me out.
I did destroy those boys though.
You got him?
Yeah, number one.
No.
Okay, so if it's not just a dinner or a walk, what would be something that would be fun or that you guys have done before on a date that's a fun activity?
I will say we do really love planning trips around great restaurants. I know we already said
We
dinner,
love
but like
dinner.
like we would
Food.
yeah, we'd rather go to like a restaurant that's like a show, you know, like those 8-course meal, you go to the city for that restaurant.
Yeah.
Instead
so
of like
fun.
going to see a show there or anything like that. That would be our show that we'd want to go
That's
to.
awesome.
We really love like
Food.
experiencing food like that.
Yeah.
Then how about when the whole family is involved? Are there any new hobbies or things you guys are doing as a family that's kind of, or a board game or anything that's blessing you?
I think recently, the last couple of years, I was just telling you guys this, we've been traveling, like not a ton, but for us,
For our
I
family?
really was like, we didn't do anything for years because I just kept having babies and it's not worth the effort.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah. We're wimpy when it came to traveling with like young kids. And now I used to say that because I used to feel like, because I had some friends that would like take their kids everywhere
Yeah.
and just be like, I don't know how you do that. Like you guys probably were like that.
You're like, what are the Luskos?
Yeah.
They're
I know. It's
crazy.
just, I'm so impressive. It's like, well, you just do it.
Yeah.
But for us, we're like, that's why I travel the way I do. I don't go out for long periods of time. Like usually the most nights in a row I'm gone is 4.
Yeah.
So, cause that's how I've kind of played.
You come and go.
Yeah, I go
Yeah.
out through, like on the tour, we just did Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and do that for 3 weeks, then done. Because it's just, we just like our kids to have the stability of home, the community of home,
Yeah.
making it to their dance classes, making it to their school classes and all that.
Sweet.
But yeah, just in the last year and a half, it feels like Henry going from 5 to 8 now. In those last 3 years, he's become real travel worthy as well. So now we're finally having fun, not having to take car seats or strollers. We just go.
Diapers.
Yeah.
It's a whole different deal.
Yeah, I'm stoked we waited to do all the trips now.
I actually am too.
Like I don't regret the way we've done it personally.
You have to know
But
what you're
that's our-
called to.
Yeah.
Our
You know?
Right.
personality is kind of like
Personality-wise, I don't think, like we could have done it, but it's
like honestly,
why?
we need
We're
so
not
much.
wired for
We need
this.
so much help. Like with just everything. I'm like, how do people keep their oil changes at the right time?
Yeah.
Stuff
Or-
like that.
Yes, or rotate your tires. We just found out you're supposed
You
to
guys know
rotate
you're
your
supposed to
tires.
rotate your
Do you
tires
know you're
every
supposed
time
to
you
change the
your oil?
filter in your air conditioning every 6 months?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that.
We have ones you can rinse out.
We started doing
Wait,
that
what'd
better.
you
So
say?
I have ones you can rinse out. You can buy
Okay.
In the
a
car?
certain no in the house.
In the house.
Oh, okay.
You can rinse. So that's why I take them and I rinse them out and then I blow them out with air compressor. You know, they have ones that you can do that with. You could pop those in.
But it's that adulting stuff that's like, if it's not on the calendar, I don't think about it.
Yeah.
And Mallory's similar. And so we're just kind of like,
Always like, how are all the adults doing all of
How do they do all
like,
that?
how do they have the next 7 dentist appointments booked?
stuff like that, or like
Oh.
signing their kids up for sports like 6 months.
Oh, just
in advance.
all you type A's out there,
Same.
good job.
Well done.
Yeah,
Well done.
some of you have had your kids signed up for next year's summer camp 2 years ago, and
Yeah.
it's just like
Wow.
incredible.
That
I
is-
do want to ask,
that is incredible.
is there a Song of the Saints tour?
Yeah.
What's the,
There is a Song and Saints tour. It's going to be happening next year, March, April, May. Right now, depending on when you're seeing this, right now it's going to be 24 cities, and I'm really excited to go out and sing these songs and be with the church,
So good.
and can't wait.
who's going out on the road with you?
Well, again, the timing wise, we're not.
Yep.
But we have a Ask Into Elevation Rhythm.
Fun.
So that'd be like
oh, they're so
Elevation
fun.
Rhythm and us. I know that'd be a fun tour.
They put on a party.
Yeah.
That is a
It
fun
would be such
crew.
a fun
Yeah.
crew, and I think it looks like it's 95% sure.
Yeah.
They'd
So
come out.
hopefully as people are listening to this, that's locked in.
Yeah, so
Otherwise,
hopefully as people listen
you're
to this,
like,
it's locked
we
in.
actually got Elevation Worship because Elevation Rhythm. Yeah, sorry. So the dates have changed, but
Details can change,
Yeah.
but right now, yeah, Song of the Saints tour is happening. I'm so excited because
what of those songs are you most excited to take out and do on the road?
I don't want to answer quickly because just in case there's something I wish I would have said, but I mean the ones that I love singing songs that people are excited to hear. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After doing this so long, I'm just like, there's just that special thing that happens with the song that it gets some extra tension that you just like, what an awesome God, this new version of Awesome God. It was like almost a joke in the studio that we weren't planning on putting on the album. It was an 11:30 p.m. kind of idea.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You know, that we're literally, I think Forrest Frank was like, we alluded to, like, what if we talked about old songs we liked, and then we're talking about Awesome God, and someone said in the studio that my church just did that on Sunday and it killed. Then someone else said, well, what if you wrote like new verses? Because the old verses are like, don't always connect exactly, like they're more, they were awesome.
I don't even know.
But the chorus is so strong. Yeah.
That's what, but don't always connect. I mean, they're not always played, but people know that chorus.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what if you refresh some new verses? And so we did it literally in 20 minutes. And I think so at some point, so someone's like, put a Forrest Frank beat on that or something. And so that's where it kind of came.
So
then the melody happened and the lyrics were written super fast. And so the fact that it's even on the album, let alone it looks like it's the most kind of gotten the most attention, you know, leading up to the release is awesome and also really surprising. But now just knowing that song has kind of found a place in people's cars, getting so many people saying, thank you for bringing that song to life for my kids, you know, they've never heard that song before. And so I just get excited for those songs that people have already kind of had that emotional connection with in their lives, in their day-to-day. So they come to the concert and then there's just that special thing that happens. You look around the room, it's like, oh, all these strangers have had those moments too with this song. We're all in it together, you know? So
I love it.
You know, What an Awesome God's gonna be fun. But I really, we let it here at Fresh Life, that song of the Saints, the title track. I love all the songs on the album and all the songs I've been able to release. I'm so thankful for and proud of. But the ones that really carry heavy, like theological, foundational thoughts and truths, like Living Hope and Hymn of Heaven, and the ones that kind of feel timeless and kind of hold like the extra weight of like, kind of feel like these are kind of things, all these things are good to sing with the church. But like, I feel like this is necessary to sing with the church. Those kind of songs, you know, in Christ Alone and The Blessing and stuff that just carries almost like, feels like you could have sang it with Paul and you could sing it 2,000 years from now.
Absolutely.
I think the trademark of your music ministry is not only is it like melodically explosive and so like beautiful and sonically like a journey, but you've always like brought robust theology and you've not forgotten heaven. Like, I feel like that's kind of fallen out of vogue, you know what I mean? And obviously you're really careful to always be like, yeah, but we're living on earth with a different mentality because of that. But you've carried that torch of like our home's heaven, like from canons. And I mean, going back for the very beginning. And I feel like I was telling you, I thought this record is like all the best of who you are, but like in a new way and with new gravitas. And Song of the Saints in particular, for me pastorally, to like for us to be singing that in response to truths we've declared from Scripture, and like you're carrying us through the Apostles' Creed, but so beautifully, and it's confessional Christianity. Like we're declaring ancient truths, but in a beautiful and fresh way. So I'm just grateful it exists.
Thanks, man. Yeah. So really all the songs, it's such like a thing, like a beauty pageant thing to say, but I'm really excited about all the songs. I'm excited to rap for the first time on stage.
I was just going to say.
I'm homesick for heaven. It really lights my heart up. There's a song called So Good that I got to release with Brandon Lake and Elevation Worship, a live version, and that's on the album. It's just that song So Good, when it came to life, I just kind of breathed a sigh of relief because it's so few and far between to write an upbeat, fun song that I'm excited to sing with people. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, I love this song, but also it can be the first song of a set, which is so hard to find. So yeah, I'm excited about
That's
it.
fun.
Good.
Well, what were all your favorites, Mel?
She told
I
us
was
already.
thinking, I don't think I ever answered that question.
Yeah.
You do like So Good. When your
So Good might be my favorite.
when her family was over and she was like, hey, you should play So Good for them.
Which
that's a rarity.
So Good might be my favorite.
Because I would say like, so much of our life revolves around songs and music, and it's almost like there's a place for that. But like in moments like when our family gets together, like I don't even want to bring up what I do, you know, like I don't even want to talk about it, let alone like share my new album. You know, it's like I want to like hear about everybody else's life and like let's just be like normal right here, right now, people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So Good's a party though. It's a you could start a worship experience off with it. It's song one material all day. I mean,
Yes.
like
Excited about
King in the Room is.
Yeah.
King is in the Room is. That's not often, like, those are harder to write. It seems like they're fewer and further to come by. People of Heaven's that way. Remember when you played People
On the boat?
on the boat?
I remember
we were all
that
jumping
too.
off. It was just such a vibe. So
Yeah,
Such
it's
a
wild
vibe.
with how some songs just pop up, you know? I was talking to, because I wrote that song So Good with Stephen Furtick and my buddy Jonathan Smith, and Brandon Lake's on it too. And we're talking about how excited we were to have another upbeat song. And Brandon and Stephen were talking about, like, I haven't felt like this about a song since Praise. And he's like, but you know what's funny about Praise, Stephen was saying, is like, we were tweaking that up to literally 10 minutes before we let it. I was like rewriting the bridge. It like didn't feel right. And I remember, he's like, I remember even in that moment, like when they're singing, I was like, I think I like this, you know? He's like, and then I watched for a whole tour, people just kind of stared at us when we sang that song. He's like, but then like there's just a moment where God breathed into it and it just started connecting. And now it's this song that, you know, we did on summer worship nights and the whole place erupts, you know? And
Yeah.
you just never know with
You just never
and
know.
that's songs, but like we're all we're all sowing seeds and trying to do our best and bringing the kingdom to earth.
Yeah.
And whether that's like, you know, a conversation with someone or being kind to someone or doing something generous or creating, like you just never know when God's going to use it in
Yeah.
a special way.
Yeah.
well, Phil and Mallory Wickham, we love you.
I love
We
it.
haven't
this
talked
wasn't-
about one thing yet.
What is it?
I want to hear. Oh, I don't want to hear this part of me, but we need to talk about the crush on Prince of Egypt.
No.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay,
Wait, my
That's a-
backstory. I feel like I'm slowly.
you
like,
are slowly.
You are,
His arm needs to hold you.
sorry.
Okay, so
Okay, there.
just announced, Phil, you are David.
I'm doing the role of adult David in an animated feature called David. Yeah. So there's young David who's voiced by an amazing young actor named Brandon
What's
Ingman.
the name of the project?
David?
David. Okay.
Yes.
So a kind of Pixar style.
Yeah. It's I'm trying to not be biased, but I just watched it for the first time, and it is the most beautiful, highest budget, biggest scale, biggest scope animated film that I've seen about a Bible story.
Wow.
I would say Prince of Egypt was amazing too and was incredible and
Yeah.
a huge scale as well. But
Mallory, young Mallory had a little bit of the hots for young Moses.
I've known it my whole
Yeah.
life with her that she, you know, mine was Belle from Beauty and the
Oh,
Beast.
sure.
I actually knew that.
Ariel over
Yeah,
here.
you know.
Yeah.
Ariel.
Really? So this is a thing.
I
Like,
think it's
you
a
think
thing.
this
All
is
of us as
like
kids.
all
Jennie?
Christian kids?
I think I had a crush on a
Aladdin.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Hot take.
Well,
Disturbing.
Michelangelo.
Bad
Amphibious love.
Yeah,
well, I like the
amphibious.
fish. What are you talking about? yeah.
Well,
Because I didn't like girl Ariel. I liked mermaid Ariel.
Yeah.
So I guess I
Yeah.
can't complain.
that's what I said.
Little
Like
Finn.
Simba was a close second.
Okay, Simba was
Yeah,
number
it's
2.
more the gravitas of the character, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
He was a cute lion, though.
you play
Nala, though,
adult.
too.
You're adult David. There's a young David like Simba, then adult Simba.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
it's actually they use the
Just
same
like
formula
that.
where I kept joking about that. There's that Hakuna Matata moment where young David becomes
On
old
the log,
David.
swinging
So
his
the first
head.
thing you hear from me is singing because he grows up during the song.
Oh, that's cool.
Such a good casting
wait.
decision for you to be David.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't seen it yet, so wait till you see it. But I'm
you
very
have,
proud
and you're
to be,
proud of it.
I'm proud to be a part of it.
Yeah.
There's a huge amount of people that have worked for many years, even before I knew it was happening. And so to get the call to audition and then audition again and then audition again, it was a whole process. Really, like it. I mean, I'm not going to say I went to bed praying about being in an animated film my whole life, not like that. But there's a dream I dreamed about. It was a dream my whole life, like
That's
to
like
bring a
way
character.
more your vibe to be excited about a cartoon character than
That's
like
cool,
a Grammy. Like it's like I get.
Yeah,
to
like
be a
I don't need
cartoon
anybody to
character.
even know it's me. Like it's not. It's like, well, I get to be in a movie and I'll be in the credits. Like they could put Paul Whiteman for all I care. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to try to do this, you know, and then to be a character that I've plagiarized and my songs for my whole life. And I mean, that's lack of a better word.
David.
It's like that I look up to, that his faith, his songs, his story. It's just like all of us, you know, all of us Bible readers and men and women, but especially men, just this poet, king, crazy life, to be able to be a small part of bringing his story to life for a young generation was like such an honor. And so I'm so excited for people to see this movie because they my biggest takeaway was like, wow, whoever made this loves the source material. Whoever made this believes in this God that takes down giants. It's beautiful.
Wow.
And
well done animation wise.
I mean, they for young people for sure, not just boys, but like for a young boy to have that kind of movie to watch, because they made it. It's pretty epic. It's like Gladiator for boys, you know?
Oh, come on now.
It's awesome.
So
And that calls to the heart,
good.
man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know when it comes out?
Sometime in 2026.
Okay.
It might, by the time this is out, we might have an official date.
Okay.
But yeah, some entertainment news outlet just talked about it, so we can talk about it now.
Yeah, it just finally broke.
Yeah, like a couple days ago.
I mean, that's a big deal.
I'm so excited to
Are
be
you
part of
excited
it.
to see it, Mallory?
Exciting.
I'm so excited.
I mean,
gonna be
Prince
so
of Egypt style, you know.
So she did like a story on her Instagram. She's like, okay, what did you like?
I'm not telling
She
this
said
story.
she said the school had a really limited pool, and so her
That is
options for
ultimate.
Pool of
crushes
young
were
men.
very slight. She had to choose between
Yeah.
Simba and Prince of Egypt, and
Yes.
now she gets to take Prince of Egypt home. You know,
Yep.
essentially,
Heyo.
you got him, nabbed
Yeah,
him.
my very own Prince of Egypt.
Very my very
Yours
own
for the
Prince of Egypt.
taking.
Yeah. Well,
gosh.
we are excited about the movie. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to support it. Tell people about it.
Yeah.
Stream.
Song of the Saints.
Song of the. I almost said People of Heaven. Song of the Saints. Everywhere music is listened to. We love you guys.
Love you too.
We
too.
thank you for coming on the podcast today. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to swing by levilusko.com and jennielusko.com to see what's going on in our world.
And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. And in the meantime, we would love to connect with you on social media. Jennie and Levi Lusko, out.
Access more